Keith, I know you from your incredible playing days. There's another generation that knows you from being in the booth for Mets games, but there's an entirely different demographic that knows you from your Seinfeld appearances. And I want to ask you about that. Your Seinfeld days, how much did that help propel you and vault you into just an entirely different spotlight than baseball did?
Well, baseball basically, we just appeal to the sports fans of the world. A lot of people that aren't sport fans or baseball fans. Seinfeld was a phenomenon and appealed to the whole nation, if not the entire
Yeah.
world. And I was very fortunate to get on that show. It was my first acting experience. I was 2 years retired when I got the call to that they wanted me. Jerry was a Met fan. He grew up in Brooklyn. I was his favorite player, so he kind of conceived the episode. And Larry David is a Yankee fan and a big baseball fan, so they collaborated together and created this the episode and all its subplots. And little did we know that it would become such a great, memorable episode of that show. So I was very lucky. I had a lot of lines. I memorized my lines. I realized, I mean, it was a whole week in Los Angeles. So there was rehearsal starting on Monday, tinkering around with the scenes. All the principal actors added their input, how to improve certain scenes, make it funnier. There was 3 other writers involved. Just watching the whole process evolve as the week went forward. You know, the cameraman, the lighting, all the blocking, everything was all brand new to me and very interesting. But I was really petrified because I had a lot of lines. I was a guest
Yeah.
star. I had never acted and never taken an acting lesson, never wanted to be an actor. And so I made sure I realized after the second day, Tuesday, Wednesday morning, when we went on the set to rehearse, that I'm going to be here to Saturday. And then Sunday's a day off. I fly back to New York and they got to go on Monday for another episode, just do the whole thing with another episode. And I better not screw up. And fortunately, I didn't. And I think I passed okay. I mean, I have a hard time watching it, but I see Jerry and I see Larry David occasionally, and they say that I did just fine. And they were so pleased.
Well, of all the famous scenes you're a part of, there's a few of them. What one is your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is the one I'm not in. When my favorite scene is in Jerry's apartment, and the oh gosh, I can't even. Wayne comes in, Newman, and has the big scene where he gets all emotional and riled up, and he walks out Jerry's front door all upset. I was hiding behind that front door on the other side. Obviously, I'm not come out in the, and it's just a prop. And I was hiding behind, and when he came out through the door, he was so into that scene being all that he was like frothing at the mouth, and he looked at me, and I think I startled him. But I got a big kick out of that because that's his professionalism, that he was totally into that scene. And it's just one of the great things I had. It was a great week and a great experience in my life.
That's great. Last one before I let you go. You mentioned you run into the guys every once in a while, Jerry and Larry David. Here in this building that my set is in, you ran into Larry David at the
Yes.
Fox Studios.
Yep.
How cool was it running into Larry David here?
Well, it was great to see him. I hadn't seen him in years, and that's when he pretty much told me. He said that the show was written. They knew they had a good. It was they wound up using it on Sweeps, which was an hour episode. So they show it now in 2 episodes. I mean, two segments, but they really showed it on Sweeps. And Larry said that we knew we had something very funny. The show really didn't take off the first couple of years, and they really felt they had a great script, and then it was all whether how I did, if I was a stiff or if I was passable. So they had the extra subplot. If I passed the grade, was George going for unemployment and dating the unemployment officer's daughter. So that was the added scene to
Wow.
make it an hour episode. If I had been a stiff, that never would have happened. That subplot never would have come in, and it would have been a half-hour show. So Larry said they really felt that the show took off after that episode. So it's very memorable. I was very lucky, and it was a great time. I mean, just I grew up in artichoke fields in Northern California when I was a kid. I never dreamed I'd be, on a top sitcom. I mean, so many good things have happened in my life.
Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin' Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.